La 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 la. I'm so excited and so nervous. Let's do it. Hey beans, what is up? How are you guys doing? I'm doing so well. Listen, I'm so excited to get into this album, but I'm also incredibly nervous. Like, I am beyond nervous for this album, I can't lie, because listen, I've seen these visuals and they scare me. Like, Melanie already scared me, and then she did that, and I was like, oh good. Like, really though, I think one of the things I'm most nervous for is the fact that K through 12 is the most perfect album ever, like the most artistic genius perfection that I've ever experienced in my life. I was listening to the album again this morning as I was getting ready, and like, it just still blows my mind. It's one of those albums where, like, no matter how much I listen to it, it still hits just as hard every time. Strawberry Shortcake is that song for me. I know we're not here to talk about K through 12, but like, I just really could talk about that album and that movie all day, every day. But anyway, we're here for Portals. And I'm also a little nervous because somebody straight up told me I'm gonna hate the album. And I was like, oh, okay. They said it was like anxiety production. You know how I am with the production and all of that. Hopefully not, because I want to love it so bad. So here we have the track list for Portals. And again, I haven't listened to anything yet. I know Death and Void came out ahead of time. Wait, was it Void? I don't know, two of them came out ahead of time. I think it was those two. We are gonna watch the music video for Death. I feel like that's really gonna set up the vibe going in, seeing the actual visuals, because I've only seen her Instagram stuff, so like seeing a full video of whatever, I don't know what it is. Like, but I'm not that surprised. It's Melanie, you know? Like, her visuals are usually pretty interesting. I don't know, I tried to pick a song that I'd be most interested in. I picked Moon Cycle, we'll see, but like, honestly, I just feel like any of these songs could be absolutely fascinating. So we're gonna jump in right into the Death music video. Oh my god, I'm not ready.
Is life, is death, is life, is death.
Okay, I'm getting dizzy with this. Wait, so you're in your grave right now? And these scary bunny cats are coming for you. Wait, Crybaby? Wait, Crybaby died? Hi. Oh my... Wait, no, the way I literally, the second she started singing, like, I felt chills go up my arms. It already happened. That's Crybaby. Crybaby's dead. Is Crybaby coming back to life? Oh, I'm gonna have such a good time today. Okay.
Back from the dead, light a night candles to draw me in.
Oh.
The other side, I'm not far when you
alright, this is gonna be so hard for me because her lyrics are so good and like, I'm already losing it. Like, take back your word. This album is Crybaby has died. Wait, does Crybaby die at the end of K through 12? I don't think so. I think they get away. And now Crybaby is coming back to life in the form of this thing. I don't know why that happened in the death and come back to life process, but it did. I think that's just the way things are in this universe, which is okay.
every time.
Ooh. Oh.
Back from the dead, back from the dead. I'm back
We're
from the
here.
dead,
We're
back
here.
from the dead.
Oh, she's back from the dead, all right.
Back from the dead, back from the
Fuck. What is that? Stop. I don't like that. What? Shut up.
I'm right by your side. We're screaming and pleading.
The art.
Separation ends.
The artistic freaking value.
And I'm closer to you, never understanding.
Instrumental right here. No. Oh my god, she's breaking free. Oh my god, that is so scary and I love it. Where are you going? Don't come at me again. So she ran away. Not that. Holy shit. Wait, is that gonna transition into the next track? Like, is that how that's gonna work? Because I feel like... Listen, I was trying to listen to lyrics, but something happened where the visuals were distracting a little bit. What? One day I sat in the portal room alone and started singing melodies. The portal room? What is the portal room? Does she have one in her house? That's just a portal room? Death by Melanie Martinez is a powerful metaphor for the human experience of life, death, and rebirth. I mean, yeah, it is a haunting and introspective exploration of death and the afterlife. She sings about a spirit who's returned from the dead. I got all of that and is struggling to connect with the living. Well, that was fascinating in 175 different ways. I feel like in order to like process most of it, you're gonna have to like get into the album and kind of see how everything comes together, because Melanie does a concept album like nobody else. That's just a fact. And that's where we are. We have a character. I mean, it is Crybaby, but it's, God, is it an evolution of Crybaby, that's for sure. As always, uncut version of this album reaction will be over on Patreon if you want to check it out, along with all of my other uncut album reactions. There's a ton of exclusive content over there. Actually, my reaction to the K-12 film is on Patreon from like 2 years ago or whatever. That is over there as well. And you can also get these shoutouts down here. I'm sending you guys postcards, tons of exclusive content, whatever. If you want to check it out, great. If you don't, that's totally fine. But thank you so much to everyone who has gone over there already, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. And this is the coolest job in the world. So I'm very, very, very grateful to you. Again, if you want to check out Patreon, link is down in the description. But if not, that's fine. Let's keep going. Next, we have a song called Void. Where are we going? It sounds. Oh my god, I hate it. Baby. Don't hate it. Ooh, whoa. Oh, really? The melodies are gonna singing along to this. Like, it's just satisfying. Oh, production is so ooh. Oh, I love like the darkness in the production. I say that like every fucking video, but it's just, I love dark production. This song feels like it's like a song about like, okay, so she's been reborn. I'm gonna assume that this forms a story from first track to last track, just because I think that's the way that Melanie writes. It's a concept album. It feels like, okay, so now she's been reborn and she's looking at her past self and trying to see how she can change who she was in this new life. Keeps sounding like she's having these out-of-body experiences in this song when she says like, my eyes are staring at me and they seem so damn unhappy. My eyes are staring at me? Wait, as we had seen in the movie of K-12, Crybaby is being told by Lilith that she had many bodies before this one and that she'll continue to change more of them. I forgot about that whole thing. What is the void? Is the void just the new life, or is the void the past life? I gotta escape the void, right? Isn't that what she says? Void has many layered meanings for me. Aside from it being generally about my anxiety, my tendency to overthink, and being overly critical of myself, it is also the second stage of the afterlife that I found was the most commonly described experience in hypnotherapy. Oh, so it's about anxiety, overthinking, self-hatred, all my favorite things. Next we have tunnel vision. Follow the tunnel into the portal. Portal? Watch as you are put to the test. To the test? What test are we? We went through that tunnel! Did you feel the way we went through the tunnel? Like we just... Oh my god. I make them panic, it's satanic. How I've been nobody. Yeah, you can look, but you can't touch them, not just anybody. Hold me like you're rushing to my thighs. Too fast, too fast, fast, too fast. Oh? My favorite. I was at. They always hustle for the pussy, so they'll never get it. I make them tumble down the hill they climbed. I don't regret it. It ain't working. It's so good. I saw that trick fall out of your sleeve, and I'm so certain. You hum a tune. I don't believe it. It ain't working. You can't have this.
Thought the cherry would be better than the pie. You like that?
I love that line. I do like that, actually. Wait, the song is not even over yet.
In my heart, I'd rather die.
Production. What is that? What is that? I feel like those are words. You know I love me a transition. Oh my god. No, Tunnel Vision's that song. It's so good that I want to throw up. It very much feels like it's about somebody who you just want me for my body, but I am more than that. I see you have this tunnel vision. You're playing tricks, playing house to distract me, but you're no good at acting. Obvious what you're after. That was fantastic, and I loved everything about everything that was. Next we have FAIRIE SOIRÉE. Is that what it is? I'm a dumbass. Say it.
FAIRIE SOIRÉE.
FAIRIE SOIRÉE. Is soirée evening? What does soirée mean? Soirée means a fancy evening affair. Okay. It's one of those words that like I hear people use and in context it always makes sense, but I never actually know the definition. You know, like how everybody has that bank of words in their brain where you're like, I don't really know what that means, but I know enough to be like, yeah, sure. Let's go to the FAIRIE SOIRÉE.
Blue stars running on my forehead. Cold breeze fluttering and moving. Mushrooms everywhere turning.
Mushrooms. Laced. Oh. Oh, I like that. Is this what a FAIRIE SOIRÉE would feel like?
Somewhere on Venus.
Oh yeah, of course.
Searching for me while I'm covered in muck from the earth and the sea.
Oh, love that. Stop. Are you taking a shower? Wait. Are you showering? The next song is called Light Shower. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Stop it. Let's talk about FAIRIE SOIRÉE before we get into my obsession with that transition. First part of FAIRIE SOIRÉE, like the song part. It's interesting. Is it my kind of song? No, it's not my kind of song. I love the melody and the refrain though, with the blue stars running down my forehead, cold wings flutter when they're moving. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. I have no idea what she's talking about, but I do like that part. Otherwise, production, not my kind of production. Outro, on the other hand, somewhere on Venus, they're searching for me while I'm covered in muck from the earth and the sea. Ugh, earth. Gather me, all of we, everyone. I've been the boys and the girls and everyone in between. Is that her saying like the different lives that she has lived? She's been everybody. She's been multiple different types of people throughout her many lives. And then of course, we get this shower sound at the end, which at first, like I was like, oh, is she washing away one version to like make room for another? Or is she washing off the muck from the earth to go back to Venus? A lot of ways we can interpret that, I suppose, but we are going into light shower. So I feel like we'll get a little more context on the shower sounds at the end. Oh, that's such a good transition. All right, let's do it. Oh, hello guitar, what's up? How you doing?
You are the light I've been searching for forever. Feels like, man, I've really never felt the rain. Screaming like a kettle on a stove. It cranked the heat up. I was cold.
I heard the kettle.
Make me want to.
Want to what?
Plan out my last days on earth, eating you. Ooh, bright as the sun, give me your vitamin D. Let's run into another dimension. You make me feel like a baby. Cleanse me.
The way she says baby cleanse me. I can't believe the rating on this is so insane. I mean, I can believe it. To be fair, I can believe it. Yeah, I can. Oh my god, she would do that. I don't like that much. Oh, nope, nope, nope. What was that? I felt it crawl up my back and I didn't ask. Like, it sounded like munching, and then I looked at the track list and I saw spiderweb coming, and then I heard and I was like, no, no. I'm overwhelmed. What else is new? I mean, you guys are gonna hate me for saying it, but I love this one. And the reason I say you're gonna hate me is because obviously it's the slowest one so far, and therefore I latch right on. We had a lot of like practical use of sound in this song. Obviously the water, but you also like heard the kettle when she says, I'm screaming like a kettle on a stove, you crank the heat up, I was cold. Oh. Then of course we had whatever the heck happened at the end. It sounds like in this song she finally finds somebody that like makes her feel complete, just like finally finds her person. In short, that's what this song feels like it's about. My past grew mold around my heart and all my anger, sadness, regret disappeared. It's madness. I'm not used to all this water, love. It's true. You cleanse all of my past muck from the earth from the end of the last song. You wash it all away and I'm this new. Wait, are we like coming into ourself now, like our new version of ourself in this rebirth, in this afterlife with this person? I don't know why a spider had to show up at the end. I mean, I'm assuming it's a spider because we go into spider web and Melanie does that kind of stuff, but I adored that. I mean, nobody's surprised, but I adored that. Guys, next we're climbing into a spider web. Fuck, I didn't think about like the fact that spider web in the world of Melanie Martinez could be so much worse than I want it to be. Like spider web as a song title, I'm just like, okay, for most people that should be fine, but if I hear spiders, I don't like spiders. It better stay like this. If it gets scary, I'm out. Wait.
A change in the wind.
Hold on, I love it.
Ooh. Spinning all your silk and moving all of your 8 legs to build a web to see a struggle.
Nobody does a metaphor like Melanie Martinez, flexing like pricks with their stolen power. They're just who the spider will eat. I don't like the chump. I mean, I do. I appreciate it so much, but it also makes me go, you know? Spinning all your silk and moving all of your 8 legs to build a web that'll spread through the world, feeding off our highs and lows and curious to see us struggle. Like a spider, when a bug gets sucked into a spider's web, it struggles before it dies. And wow, that's sad. Oh. That is so strong in my soul.
Ask for this dangerous visibility. I'm feeling too scared to sleep. Eating off our highs and lows, the curious to see a struggle. No one can leave once they merge.
Her songs are so fun to sing along to. And this is insane. No.
They die in the pit of the spider web.
That was so good. I just want to make sure. What are we doing? Next is Leeches. Is this somehow transitioning to Leeches? Oh, it is. Oh, it is. This one is so much fun. That chorus, when you kind of like pick up, it almost feels like a creepy nursery rhyme. The best part of the song is the part after the chorus, just that instrumental. I guess it's instrumental. It just feels like I can't call it an instrumental because it just feels like I'm being punched repeatedly in the chest. Wait. Melanie describes spider-like actions as a metaphor to specifically sing about how everyone's merging into the internet and getting addicted to social media. Is that what this is about? Is that what this is about? Because web don't. Spiderweb is written about social media's chokehold on society. I wrote this one on my guitar in the portal room. I still don't know what the portal room is. If anybody wants to let me know, go for it. Recorded a voice memo of it and sent it to CJ. He created an incredible instrumental track for it that same day and even created the perfect drop using his own mouth sounds that gave it that extra spidery feel. Shut up. That is incredible. See, the thing is, I loved this and then you told me that it's about social media bullshit and I just loved it even more because I hate social media. I know my entire life relies on social media. I understand that. Doesn't mean I don't despise it. That was incredible. Obsessed with every aspect of that. So good. Next, we are listening to Leeches. We had a great transition into this track. Are we having another slower one?
All the covers pull me in to their side to keep you in thrall.
Do you feel the production build?
I guess that is the luck of the draw.
Ooh!
They don't think too hard about your fragile
They don't give a
heart.
fuck. This is one of those dreamy tracks that just, you want to move with it. You're in this subliminal space. Wow. I don't know what that was. It sounded like an angry, I saw an angry goblin that was like, ah, no. There's a lot of water in the background. I guess with leeches it makes sense, but we've heard like kind of water come through from Light Shower, or really FAIRIE SOIRÉE was where the water started. And it's made its way all the way to Leeches, which is interesting, like the flow of the water. And this just kind of feels to me, I mean, like a song about just bad people that kind of live off of other people's energy, you know? Slimy and superficial, straining their artificial yapping to seem official, making it beneficial to their cause. People who only care about themselves, not people you want to be around if you can help it. Of course, I love this one from a production standpoint, vocal standpoint, specifically in the chorus. When it like really builds up, it just feels so good. At the end, again, I don't know what that is. It sounds like anger somewhere in the distance. And then we're going into Battle of the Larynx. Is a larynx like a thing? The hollow muscular organ. It's an organ? Battle of the organ? The hollow muscular organ forming an air passage to the lungs and holding the vocal cords. Ooh, okay, this should be interesting. Oh, I love this guitar though. Wait, what kind of song? Wait, what?
Falling asleep by the arcade.
Stop.
How stupid, selfish baby.
What is this?
You battle with my larynx tonight.
Oh, don't you battle with my larynx! Don't do it! Wait, okay, no, this is awesome. This is so cool because this feels so different for her. Like, this is just a really fun sound. And I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, I just don't think we've gotten a song like this from her before. I feel like the production, the interesting thing is like, I'm so excited about it because I feel like the production is a little more traditional sounding than what I'm used to from Melanie. And also just lyricism. Sounds like she's saying like, I'll stand by and like let you do your dumb shit. But like when you cross the line, that's when I'm gonna speak up and that's when I'm gonna take you down. I'm glad I looked up what larynx is because otherwise I really would be confused right now because she's basically talking about her voice, right? Like speaking up using her voice. Like what is this? My syllables hit the floor. I feel like my syllables hit the floor. I'm steady pacing, my syllables hit the floor. Feels like I'm talking to myself or something. Keeping it to myself. Oh, you still hear that like, what is that, guitar, bass? The light comes on top of the dock and it makes a nice contrast. What is this? There's a windy storm coming in. What's the next track title? The Contortionist? Never mind. Who is that? Is that the Contortionist walking up on me? Oh, they're getting in a car? Why did I feel like One Last Time by Ariana Grande was gonna start playing? We just went to a party! A fancy ass house party. Did you hear that? Oh. Okay. I mean, I feel like I really talked about my feelings on this past song in the middle, and not really much has changed. I just think it's just such a different song for her, so that's what makes it so exciting and so interesting. I do feel like it's a break from her usual stuff to go almost more mainstream for a hot second. And then we just had a really cool outro that I don't know what it was. It was clearly like, okay, there's wind, someone approaches, gets in a car, and then we're at like a party or a fancy event of sorts. I don't know why I'm assuming it's fancy, it just sounded fancy. Something about it sounded fancy, you know? And now we're going into the Contortionist. We started out with like an exhale or a sigh or something of that sort. Wait. Oh, the like sigh was at the end of Battle of the Larynx? Let me just see how this flows. Wow, that's actually the end of the other song. We still hear the people though, and they're gone. And what is that? No, that's not what that is.
Ribbons tied around like a noose.
Oh my god,
Wonder
okay.
if I'll ever get it loose. Bones are crushing, pushing me. Nothing's touching, nothing's touching.
Oh, don't do that.
Something pulling me, feeling nothing fucking me.
I'm done. What the hell? No, it's the way this song is so good, and I love melodies, vocals, I love it. But the bone cracking is so I should have known. It's called The Contortionist. One of the things I always say on my horror channel. If you want to go check that out, it's up there. I hate body contortion. I hate it. And she went ahead and said, I'm gonna crack these bones in your ears. I'm gonna bend all my limbs right in your eardrum.
Caught you like the cold or a flu. Achoo!
She would. The two different vocal parts.
Ow!
So good. I can't. I can't, but oh, stop, stop, stop. Don't. Now what? Ooh, okay. The Contortionist. That feels to me like one of the most classic sounding Melanie songs on this album so far, at least in like the way she uses practical sound of the bones breaking and just sounds like tendons and just like, it's so gross. Realistically, like, I really do love this song though, and I will listen to it. I don't love the bones. I love it. I just like, I'm somebody who gets like about it, you know? It's fine. The post-chorus, the bones are crushing, bodies touching, that whole part having those two vocal things like kind of flowing together is so cool. And it feels like this song's pretty straightforward as well in terms of like, I'm done morphing myself into different things for you, and you could be either one person or society. She says, I'm done twisting myself, contorting myself to fit what you want me to be. I'm just gonna be me. And I think that's a really cool way to frame that idea, using the contortionist. Melanie's one of those artists, one of those few artists who would actually be like, not only am I gonna talk about the contortionist, you're gonna hear the pain that I'm experiencing. You're gonna hear the bones breaking. That is the way it feels to be me when I have all these people, or again, I don't know who you is, but I assume it's more of a societal thing, like trying to force me into one version of myself that doesn't feel like me. That is so cool. Next is Moon Cycle. Is that water again? Whoa. Wait, this one's gonna be cool, isn't it?
Why you always act so serious? I said, baby boy, you know I'm on my period. Yeah. Getting ready for my heavy daily creamer. Keep it handy, wound shedding any lessons, making room for blessings. I could win a fight on my period. Matter of fact, right now, I could build a pyramid.
Wait.
You're messing with my cycle, that is dangerous.
Wait.
Any lessons,
I kind of love this.
for blessings,
Making
melting.
no. I keep it handy, womb shedding any lessons, making room for blessings, like for babies. Oh, and the production on this.
Cycle, baby.
Wow.
Moon cycle, baby.
Is it over? Wait, I don't want it to end. Oh, that one's so short. Okay, where though? Something's do. Ah, that's a great transition right there. That's a fantastic transition. Okay, this is a really fascinating song because who the hell has ever sung a song like this? Now, I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it's happened. But I just feel like I've never heard anybody sing a song about this topic in this kind of way too. She's so just like, here it is. I love it. Did she talk about it? Because I would love to know what she has to say about this. I wrote this song in the portal room alone over a guitar loop by Pearl Lion. On each of my albums, I like to include at least one taboo song about something many people deal with, but no one talks about in music. Oh my god, is that... I don't know which one would be taboo. To me, the taboo songs are Teacher's Pet and Tag Your It. That's my taboo song on Crybaby. I don't know if that's the taboo song that she's referring to, but anyway. I wanted to write a fun, lighthearted song about being a person who experiences menstruation, how blood represents vitality in life. I wanted the chorus to be pretty and to use analogies for bleeding that were sweet. The rumbling sounds that lead into the song are my actual period cramps recorded on my phone. Shut up. With the conflict of patriarchal society brainwashing straight cis men to believe they should have any kind of say over other people's bodies, I wanted to make the song extra uncomfy for them by going on to describe a man who lives for period sex. This is so fucking incredible. Oh my god, Melanie. I'm obsessed. Go back to the beginning for a second. I want to hear your cramps, Melanie. I didn't know before, and now I know. Where? Wait, where? Is it at the end of the other song? It's the stuff at the end of the Contortionist? I don't think my cramps make noise. Do they? All right, this one is insane. I love. Next is Nymphology. We had a really good transition into this song. I'm losing my shit right now.
Call me your nymph.
Whoa.
I'm not your mother.
No.
It's nymphology, not psychology. Even in a pixie dream girl that you fucking ought to be.
What?
NYMPHOLOGY, that's nymphology. In the ring, gives you with my suffering. I'm not. It's nymphology, not psychology. I won't be ashamed, yeah, for loving you so honestly. Let my wings roll up out.
Yeah?
Push your penis into your mouth. I'll make you choke on your doubt. Do selfish things that ease the prophecy.
This would be so fun in concert. Is this song it for everybody else, or is it just me?
L-O-G-Y, that's nymphology.
Stop. Wait. This is
Diamonds and rubies, the star in all the movies wears me out. Big pockets.
now, this was unexpected. Oh, Evil's gonna be good. Let's forget the last part happened for a second and talk about the other stuff, because I'm obsessed. I love it so damn much. It gives me the same feeling I think that K through 12 gave me. Like I said, K through 12 is artistic masterpiece perfection. This song feels like it could fit on the album, not thematically, obviously. I think my favorite line though, be the manic pixie dream girl that you fucking ought to be. Who already used that as an Instagram caption? Who did it? So I don't know a whole ton about nymphs. I know they're like fairies, right? So nymphs are beings that are most of the time presented as victims of the patriarchy and objects of abuse of male and female gods whose behavior is known for their internalized misogyny. These are not things that I knew, I'll be honest. In a similar way, Martinez's partner is bad or even abusive to her, making her the nymph protagonist of a modern day myth, with the exception that she has a saying on what is happening to her. This song goes deep in ways that I don't fully understand, but I will bop to it no matter what it's about. This song is just really cool. That's just what I have to say about it. And then of course the whole outro section, that part is a grower, because I feel like if I know the words to that and I'm listening, I'm having a good time, but it's not my favorite in general. Now we're going into Evil. This sounds like it's gonna be like a little more of a darker rock type of sound, maybe? Like this is, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Felt like bliss.
Ooh, the vocal.
Now I'm house kept jumping over narcissists, throwing all your stuff into the abyss. Now the rolling's reversed.
I'm sorry, I have to stop to say this is another one, much like Battle of the Larynx, that feels very different for her. I already love this.
I never knew what it meant
Wait.
to be content with you. This time I refuse. If you bite my hand again, I will never flee.
Oh my god.
You can call me evil. Took me way too long to
Yes!
understand.
But you did it! Oh! Do the Melanie shit.
Hope you slip on soap. Crack your head like an egg, wanna see the yolk. You are such a hoax.
Well, damn.
Please call me conceited. Took me way too long to put this to bed. Guess that makes me evil.
Yeah! Okay, whoa, before we go into the last one, I love this. I've tried to refrain from saying which ones are my favorite as we go through, simply because I just feel like it's hard. Part of me's like, oh, this might be my favorite, but then again, there's so many other really cool songs on here that I can't say, but I adore this. This is another one. This one kind of feels like it could go hand in hand with Battle of the Larynx, at least in like the type of sound that she's using. And lyrically, of course, this is just a song about looking back on a past relationship and knowing that this person was terrible and toxic and horrible, treated you poorly, and I'm done with that. And especially saying like, it took me too long to put this to bed. Loving you was lethal because you were toxic and terrible, but guess that makes me evil. It sounds like they put the blame on her and said like she was the problem when in reality it was them. This one's so fun. Love. Okay, so we've made it to the final track on Portals. It's called Womb, which is really interesting because the first track is Death. Now we're at Womb. Is this, wait, hold on. Because womb, you would be like birth, right? Death, birth. It feels like this would be like about the actual rebirth of Crybaby. So like, is all of the middle stuff afterlife transition kind of purgatory kind of vibe? And then like now we're being reborn into the world again? I don't know. I mean, we could just listen to the song to find out, but here I am. Traveling. This is traveling. Muffled sound. Are we literally being born? Is that what's happening? Whoa, not what I expected to happen right there.
As they wait for joy to cry on a mission.
Yeah.
And die. Oh, yeah.
She's the baby.
And I know my brother, he'll make the journey later on. Conversations in the cosmos, yeah.
Whoa, this is like her singing about her future life once she's born. She's talking about like the parents like are waiting for her for the joy that is the new baby. I know my brother, but he's not here yet. He'll be here soon though. You know, within a few years. Conversations in the cosmos. This is insane.
In the womb, get me out now, safe and sound. At the court, I'm coming.
Oh my god.
Oh, now she's birthing.
Oh, now she's birthing!
I'm pushing out the center, the core.
This is so literal. The freaking imagery that
All of the planet.
she's building. We're back to the water. I hear the birds.
Life is death, is life, is death, is life, is...
What? That was weird because it was like pleasant, and I was gonna say it's strange how like she's being born into the world that sounds really beautiful when she talks a lot about like all the toxic aspects of life in the world and blah blah blah. It sounds really pleasant here, but then life is death, is life, is death, is life, is... Oh, like that sounds so dark, but then again, I guess it's just kind of reflecting back upon this cycle that exists, at least within the world of Crybaby, or based on whatever you believe about rebirth, about dying and being reborn again and again and again and again, and this is just how it goes, and that's why she knows what's coming. Before she is born, she has all the memories of her past life. I guess like maybe the second she's born, she loses all of that memory and she no longer can remember where she's been in the past, and this is the beginning of a new life. I think Crybaby didn't really die until she was born again, because it sounds like it was essentially, maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like she dies in that first track, right? And then like the whole album is like this afterlife purgatory journey between death and life. Most music and most just general topic of conversation and everything that we experience is about what happens between life and death, right? Because that's what we experience as humans. We experience the beginning of life to the end of life, which is death. But this is what happens between death and life? Is that what this is? Because it starts with death and ends with womb? Like, shut up. And I just love this song, Womb, because it's so like yeah, it holds symbolism, obviously, just even like rebirth in the sense of like becoming a new version of yourself, obviously, but it's so freaking literal. I'm in the womb, get me out safe and sound, cut the cord, I'm coming out the blue, belly water too, hot and cold through with it. Oh, now she's birthing, now she's birthing. What a line. Feeling alive the closer that I get to my life, like literally being birthed. I'm pushing out the center, the core. I'm swimming through the flower no more. No, conceptually, this project just broke me. And the cool thing about it too is like, even though I understood that we were talking about the process of being reborn, like going into it with death, it wasn't until I heard the final track that it all clicked in my brain and it all like made more sense. Her birth is the death of her. That's insane. No, this is so insane, I can't. So there we have Portals. Oh my god, I forgot what the name of the album was until now. Portals by Melanie Martinez. Entrances into different places, transitions between different types or parts of life. You go through the portal and you come out a different place, a different person. You know, I think what's really cool too is like, I was appreciating this as we were going through, but like I said, when you get to the end and everything kind of clicks and everything falls a little bit more into place, you can appreciate it so much more. And I feel like that's going to go a step further the more I listen to the album. The more I listen to it, the more I make connections and like realize what things mean, actually understand certain lyrics that I don't necessarily understand now, because you know, like I love music that you listen to and that you pick up like a new thing every time you listen to it. That is what I think makes a song or makes an album really have really good replay value, is if you can pick up on new things the more you listen to it, and Melanie's music is that kind of music. Like I said at the beginning, K through 12 is one of those albums that like it doesn't matter how many times I listen to it, it still hits just as hard as it did the first time. Like the lyrics still hit a place and you feel them just as passionately. The lyrics in her songs are so insanely good, and the way like she even talks about, she tackles kind of taboo topics. And I know she said she likes to have one taboo song on every album, but I feel like there's a lot of taboo type stuff covered on K through 12, so I don't know which song she considers to be the taboo one. In this one, you guys know how I feel about Mood Cycle. Mood Cycle is just so good. Like, I'm just so excited to think about the fact that I'm gonna listen to this album for years and I'm still gonna be able to appreciate it because it's just got so many unique elements. That's why her music never gets old to me, because it's just constantly popping new ideas into my brain, which is so fucking cool. I hearted 10 out of the 13 songs, and the 3 that I didn't even heart were the first 2, which I wasn't even really here to heart them. And FAIRIE SOIRÉE. FAIRIE SOIRÉE is the one on the album that I don't love. And it's interesting because I expected a lot more of the album to be like that because of that one person that was like, you're gonna hate the album because of the production. Only FAIRIE SOIRÉE. That was the only one that had the kind of production that makes me like feel like garbage. There was actually quite a few slower songs on here. 2 songs that used much more traditional production, as I've talked about many times already, but I loved it. I mean, I'm almost happy that person told me I was gonna hate it, because I went in with lower expectations and then she blew those expectations out of the water. In terms of comparing it to her other albums, I never like to do that. I don't like to do that. I don't think it's fair, especially after one listen. I do think K through 12 will forever be her best. It's just that good, but I mean, I've only listened to this album once. I can't really make that kind of judgment right now, but K through 12 with the film and anyway. So in a few days, when I have listened to the album a few more times, edited the video, you know, done all that fun stuff, this is my ranking of the album. I don't know how I'm gonna do this one because I feel like I have a lot of favorites, and like they're favorites for different reasons. I tried to rank it. I don't know how I did. Feel free to let me know. Well, psych! There are deluxe tracks now, so we're gonna do that. Listen, I've already been editing this video. It is excessively long, so I'll keep this short. But I did want to say, one thing I noticed, I have my notes. One thing I noticed that I entirely missed for some reason when listening to the album is that Womb ends with the death is life, which is what the first track starts with, and it perfectly loops, and it's amazing, and I love that. Also, I did snag a ticket to her tour. I did do it. I got a ticket to the Boston show, so if you're gonna be there, let me know. But oh my god, okay, 3 more tracks. I'm not sure that these are going to be continuations of the story, or if they're gonna be standalone, because I know like the After School EP, I believe, was not actually part of Crybaby's story, and those were kind of like meant to be just on the side of the story. Not sure if that's the same here, but I'm excited to hear them. First song is Powder. I actually did hear a tiny bit of this song because it started playing by accident, and I did like what I heard. I heard this and I was like,
it's a forever help. Don't help yourself, I opened a million doors. You never go, it's past lying loud. Feel
Oh, I like the beat that comes in the chorus. Melanie is one of the artists who I listen to who I think uses like voice modification so well. Like, doesn't just use it to use it. I don't know. I've always loved the way they use it. Ooh. What was that? I do love that instrumental. Okay, this one, lyrically very interesting. It feels like Melanie is talking to the other person in a relationship, saying like, if you wanna go, just go. I opened a million doors you never go. Past the point of no return, when will we learn? Like, this isn't gonna work out. Like, we should just go our separate ways. I like this one. I love the instrumental on it. Not my favorite one on the album, but then again, I've listened to the album many times now and I'm like kind of obsessed with it. And now these other songs are trying to sneak their way in and I'm just like, you can't mess with this perfection. So we'll see over time how I feel about this one, but not my favorite. Next we have PLUTO. Okay, Circus.
I'm hauling an outdated shell.
Sounds like the circus.
Help me. Some of the friends that I thought were forever.
This,
are now
yup.
Pluto destroy me. Kill me off slowly.
Well, damn.
Turn off my lonely.
Not turn off my lonely. Oh, production is on point.
Show me the demons I'm hiding.
Oh! Just that. Oh my god. That outro is everything. This one feels like we go back much more to a Melanie feeling track as compared to the last one. This kind of feels like it might have been originally on the album because I'm hauling an outdated shell, help me let go, the walls around me are so close. The old version of myself being reborn into a new version, like all of that. That kind of feels like thematically it does fit the album. Destroy me, bathe in my ashes, rise like a phoenix, being reborn from the ashes. So I do feel like this does fit in the album. Love the outro piece. The outro piece is... Whenever you hit me that hard, like Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish, when like, I don't know, where you just hit me that hard, oh, I thrive. So the last song that we're getting into is called Milk of the Siren. And from what I've, like, some people have said like, oh, Siren, we're getting Siren. I don't know if this is an old track of Melanie's that is now being released. I'll look into it after, I just want to listen to it first.
Drink from the ledge of sirens.
Whoa.
Which ones deserve in a drown?
Wait, no, stop. Wait. Oh my god, don't do this. Shut up.
In our memory, the harm that was done. All of our sisters.
Not this like little jazzy production moment after whatever that, but to go from that intro into that insane instrumental piece to this like jazzy feeling verse, I'm going to throw up.
The front of the line.
Oh, that production is just hitting so hard.
Being polite.
Fair.
Which ones deserve in a drown? Don't feel bad when these fuckers all drown.
The guitars!
Don't feel bad when these fuckers all drown.
Holy shit. You guys. Oh, the chills just decided to go right down my legs there. So now I want to read a little about this song real quick because I know this video is 100 years long. This song is a remastered version of Melody's leaked 2021 track Sirens. There it is. I kind of figured that was the case, but that was really cool. Like, what a really awesome building song. I love a building song. I love how shocking that moment is right after that intro. You're just like, boop, boop, boop. Like, yes, give me that. Again, I'm pretty sure none of these actually are meant to be in the Crybaby story, but you can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, no, these were fun. I'll send you back to the outro. Thanks for being here. Love you. But I guess that's all I can say for now. Like, I don't feel like I've covered nearly as much as I could in terms of like the things I could talk about in regards to this album, but I don't know that like there's much else I can say at this time. Once I listen to it a few more times, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, how did I not talk about this? I wish I had talked about this. And you guys always inform me of a bunch of stuff in the comments as well. I always get a bit of a fact dump from you guys to learn more about the songs, what they mean, and where they come from and everything. I guess that's it. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys so dang much for being here, for hanging out with me, for listening to this album with me. I had a freaking blast. I was just so excited about the existence of this album. Thank you for being here. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.